gaming accessibility. Put those two words together and you will hear certain members of the gaming community cry out, "Ah, noobs ruining gaming!" I personally don't have a problem with games being made more accessible, whether that's geographically, financially, or through the difficulty level of the games themselves. And it's this final issue that concerns a lot of members of the gaming community. When they hear about games being made more accessible, especially to newer players, they, in their mind, just see it as games being dumbed down. Well, I'm here to tell you that no, it doesn't have to mean that. I don't like it when entire games are made ridiculously easy by default just so everyone can play them, because that does take away from those who want more of a challenge. However, I love games that give you the ability to choose a difficulty level. I think it's brilliant that newcomers can join in on a game, but at the same time, people who are veterans can have more of a challenge. That way, everyone should be happy. But even though someone choosing to play on an easy mode only affects them and no one else, you still hear cries of games being dumbed down for the noobs. But the thing is, easy modes in action-oriented games where you're controlling a character are not dumbed down, they're just toned down. In easy modes you might have fewer enemies, you might take less damage, you might do less damage, you might have unlimited ammo, you might have unlimited lives. Quick time events might be more forgiving, and you might not have a time limit on certain things. The best easy modes are the ones that just make it easier for the player to do what they want to do, not dumb down the game as a whole. One series that does it perfectly is the Batman Arkham Asylum and Arkham City games. The game makes fights a little bit easier on the player, but the player still has to work out how to use all the equipment, how to solve all the puzzles, go and solve riddles, etc. The game as a whole is not dumbed down, but it does give the player more of a chance. That is a well-made easy mode. Now, the reasons why I'm being so defensive of easy modes is, one, they're really good to get new players into games, and I don't see that as a bad thing. And two, I have an older sister who also loves to play video games like me, and she has mild cerebral palsy. What that means is her reflexes are not as fast as most people's. I can move my hands like this, and for my sister, about the fastest speed she can go is this. To put that in gaming terms, this is how fast I can press a button in a quick time event. And this is how fast my sister can press a button in a quick time event. Easy modes give my sister and other people who suffer from similar things to her a chance to join in on our gaming experiences. I've heard people complaining about the Assassin's Creed series being so easy that anyone can finish it, but my sister can't finish a single mission. Neither could she finish missions in Grand Theft Auto games or Red Dead Redemption. There is a lot of great research being done in order to include more people who have physical and neurological disabilities that prevent them from gaming. In the meantime, publishers and developers including an easy mode at least gives a little bit more access to people with disabilities, especially in faster paced action and combat games. Easy modes are a great stepping stone for new players and also give those without the reflexes of a ninja the chance to join in the gaming community, which is a brilliant thing. It just really winds me up when I see people whinging about easy modes that don't affect them and actually give a lot of people the chance to play great games. In truth, this video is a kind of response/add-on to an episode of the Jimquisition that was on almost a year ago. It was called Dumbing Down for the Filthy Casuals, and I shall put a link to it down below. In this episode, Jim Sterling addressed the people who were not happy about the fact that Dark Souls was having an easy mode put in. He basically said the same things as me in terms of if you're not playing it, it doesn't affect you. Now, a lot of people responded to that video saying that Dark Souls was a bad example because the difficulty was integral to the gameplay. It's a dark game and the difficulty adds to the fear of the player. And to be honest, that's fair enough. If that's part of the game, that's part of the game. But I just wanted to point out to some people that not everyone has the ability to improve to the level that the game expects of them. For some people, being on easy mode in Dark Souls would be just as terrifying as you playing it on normal mode. Just remember that not everyone is as able-bodied as you. And to the general whingers who don't like easy modes, stop being such selfish, elitist prats. Okay? Thanks. Anyway, before I go, I'm just going to leave you with a couple of recommendations. If you do have reflexy problems, these are some games that my sister recommends because she was able to play them and them not be too horribly hard and etc. Fable 2, which I also really love. don't touch Fable 3, it's a massive disappointment. And also the Lego games. These are games that are suitable for children, but they're not just intended for kids, and they're just as enjoyable to play as an adult. My sister, if you want to know, is 28, and she thinks these are funny and adorable, and yeah, they're fun. And also people can just drop in and play with you at any time, and it's great. It's a really good co-op system. But anyway, I'm gonna go, and yeah, just don't be a dick. Yeah, be nice to people.